Hello, everybody. I'm a few minutes late, but come on, tune in. Let me invite some people on real quick. Hello, hello. Welcome to Thursday's Empowerment Corner with Jaquita B. Let's get talking about some good. Okay. Hello. This is Thursday Empowerment Corner with Jaquita B. I am your empowerment and confidence coach. So I'm coming to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about why it's so important to reinvent yourself, right? It's so important that we reinvent ourselves. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And for all of y'all who don't know me, I am Jaquita B. I am a confidence and empowerment coach. God uses me to empower those who are stuck in situations to find their purpose. Everything that I do is spirit led, Holy Spirit led, right? And just working with any kind of spirit over here, but Holy Spirit led. And I'm just using my voice and letting God use me to reach people in a time where things are we getting down to the wire. We at the end times, so we got to get it right. We got to get it right because time is winding down, and we don't want to get caught up and not have enough time to do what we're supposed to be doing. So we're gonna talk about reinventing ourselves and why is it so important. Go ahead and tap the screen. Give me some likes over here on TikTok. Go ahead and share over here on Facebook. Go ahead and share if you on YouTube. And how y'all doing today? Let's do a check-in. How y'all doing? How is y'all mental today? Is it good? It's all right. You doing blah, you doing great, you doing excellent, you had a great day today. How was y'all's day? Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and share the live for me. Right? My day was good. My day was good. My son is sick, so I had a little running around to do today. But uh-oh. Other than that, um, God is still good. God is still in the blessing building. Just stop by to wish you and everyone watching to have an amazing day. Thank you, Damien. I wish you well. Thank you for the taps. Thank you. All right, so let's get down to it, right? Today we are talking about why it's important to reinvent yourself and let go of the old, right? We have to allow the old things to pass away and I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. One moment. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yes, reinventing ourselves is very important, right? We have to allow the new to come in and allow ourselves to step into the new that God is presenting to us and let those old things pass away, right? The former things, we do not dwell on the former things. That's what the Bible says. Don't dwell and let the new come and accept the new. Don't reject the new that is coming in your life because you may be turning away your blessing. You may be turning away your breakthrough. So don't turn away from the new thing that is trying to present itself to you, right? Because when we get afraid of new things that come into our life, so we reject it. And when you reject that new thing, you're turning away your blessings, you're turning away your breakthrough. So we do not be the cause of us missing out on something, turning away the new, right? God says the old things have passed away, and can you not perceive the new thing that He is doing? It is a new time. We have entered into a new season, and God is doing something new. Can you not perceive it? Right? What is that thing that has opened up to you that you haven't seen before? And it's a new opportunity, it's a new door, it's a new relationship, it's a new habit, it's a new interest. What is that thing that has become opened up to you that is new? So that's what we talking about, right? Now, what is some of the issues that we have when we don't want to reinvent ourselves, right? When we don't want to reinvent ourselves, what's some of the things that may happen? Stagnation. We will continue to sit in the same spot for years and years and years to come. Stagnation will stop us at our track. It will stifle us from growing. We will never reach the next level because we will be stagnated and sitting still. Hey Wanda, how you doing, sis? We will be just sit there and years will pass us by and we won't even know it. That's what happens when you don't want to reinvent yourself. You will be in a place of stagnation, right? Number two, miss opportunities. What? Because sometimes we be like, dang, if I would have took that new job position, I would have been moved to another spot. Dang, if I would have chosen to go a different route, I would be set up by now. I would have so much business going on for me now if I would have sharpened my skills, if I would have learned a new thing. By now, I would be establishing that thing. So when we don't reinvent ourselves, we miss opportunities, right? You don't take the risk on something, you're going to lose out, you're going to miss out. If it's worth the risk in taking it to get you to the next level, you just got to do it. You just got to go forth in it, right? So we're talking about reinventing ourselves. And what happens when you don't reinvent yourself? You miss the opportunity, doors close, you miss being able to be in the presence of new people, building new relationships, finding out what it is that you like about yourself again, right? The third thing is lack of relevance. When you don't reinvent yourself, you be stuck in the old time. Like today, we in a new time of all of this technology. We in a new time of, new ways to market and new ways to put ourselves out there. But if we stick to the old, we will not be relevant no more. Right? You still back there on what you call it, dial up internet and staying to what's the type of the computer, I forget what it's called, but you in time, you're not changing, adapting to the new. When you don't adapt to the new, you become irrelevant. You become irrelevant. You miss out, you become lonely. And like when you become irrelevant, what is your purpose? What are you doing now? When people don't see you as relevant, they feel like your value has left you. So you have to be able to reinvent yourself so you don't become irrelevant. The next thing is when you don't invent yourself, you lose the confidence, because when you don't challenge your ability, when you don't challenge those skills that you possess, you lose confidence in what you can produce. You lose confidence in knowing that I can do this thing. But because you're not challenging it, you don't feel like you can complete the task. So you become weak, and then you doubt yourself, you doubt your ability, you become weak to the things that you feel like you've known in the past, but because you have not challenged yourself here recently, you become weak in that area that makes you doubt, and you become less confident. You have to reinvent yourself so that you can stand 10 toes down and be confident in what you're doing. Right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Share the live. Thank you for tagging people. Give me some likes over here on TikTok. Give me some hearts, right? So the fifth thing is when you don't reinvent yourself, what happens is you miss out on connections. God blesses you through people. When you don't reinvent yourself, you don't put yourself in a position to meet other people, to build relationships, to network. When you put yourself in a position to network and meet other people, that's how you begin to get access to doors. That's how you begin to get your feet into rooms that you never thought you would be in, because it's through people. You don't want to miss out on those connections that you could make by reinventing yourself, by starting something new, by getting into a place of, well, let me try this out. This didn't work, so let me try this out. Maybe this will be something that will get me to that next level that I've been desiring. Because sometimes on the inside, we feel like we want different. We feel like we should be moving into something new. But when we don't tap into that, then we become comfortable and we don't reinvent ourselves and the things that we can push ourselves to do. Right? So we talked about what happens when you don't reinvent yourself. Why don't you want to become stagnant? When you become stagnant, you become bored, you become frustrated, and then you start to do things that don't even make sense to your purpose, that don't even align with what you got going on. You just doing stuff. When you miss opportunities, it keeps you out of alignment. It keeps you in a place where you're not fulfilling your purpose. Because when you put yourself in a place to be open to new opportunities, that those opportunities are going to align you with the purpose and the plans that God has for your life. But when you miss out on those, it's like it's going to take you forever to get to your purpose, to walk that thing out. Right? So the next thing is lack of relevance. When you become lack of relevance, you're outdated. You know, you're out of touch with who you are as a person. You kind of lose that. You're not familiar with what's going on around you in the world. You just out there just under your rock. Right? And then, like I said, when you miss those connections, you feel lonely. You feel isolated. You miss the opportunity of getting in the right spot for God to use you. Certain connections bring on certain blessings, right? So you want to be in a place where you are meeting new people, where you can have the opportunity to go into new doors, because that's where your breakthrough lies, through your connections. Divine connections. God placed people in your life as a transportation mode to get you to the next, right? So you have to be in a place where you're reinventing yourself so you can be positioned to meet those new people. You cannot afford to be stuck. You cannot afford to be comfortable in a time that we are in right now. You can't afford to be stuck. And I'm going to tell you why. We have to move on those things that God has called us to do, right? And he's going to lead us into unfamiliar territory, but that is what's going to help us reinvent ourselves. That's what's going to help us grow. That's what's going to help us walk into our purpose. That's what's going to help us build for the kingdom when we step into those unfamiliar territories. That is what's going to help us become a better us and live out the will that God has for our life, right? And I'm going to tell you why that we don't have time to be comfortable. We don't have time to be stuck, right? So I had a dream about 2 days ago, right? And I was somewhere, I don't remember where I was, but on the clock, it had 911 on it, right? So I started to, go into prayer and ask God, what did that mean? And then after I had that dream, a couple days, the day after that, I just kept seeing 911 everywhere. I kept seeing it just everywhere, right? So I was like, well, Lord, what does that mean? Can you give me some insight on what does that mean? Because God speaks through me through numbers, right? So 911 just been showing up everywhere. And I had to get in the place of what does this mean? Okay. So he revealed to me that we are in a time of urgency, right? So 911 means there is an emergency. But when an emergency happens, that means there is an urgency for you to move because there's an emergency, right? So we are in a time where there is an urgency on us to do the things that God has called us to do. We can't just sit still, because what happens when we sit still? We're going to miss our window. We're going to miss our breakthrough. We're going to miss the manifestation of the promise. And then I started to go deeper into it, and it said, Psalms 91, as you move in urgency and continue to keep yourself in a place of your secret place with the Most High, I am going to protect you as you move throughout the urgency period that I'm telling you. Once you continue to move in an urgency, I am going to protect you. If you are not familiar with Psalms 91, please go and read it. It's the protection. God is going to protect you on every angle as you go throughout this time and moving in an urgency. He's going to protect you, right? Psalms 91:1 says, he that dwells under the Most High in your secret place, when you dwell, God will protect you. So that's why I say we don't have time to sit and be stuck and do nothing. There is an urgency for us to move about. So you have to be able to move, to reinvent yourself so that you can position yourself to move into those things that God has called us to do, right? So now, what will help you move into that place of reinventing yourself? You have to understand your assignment. One, you got to understand your assignment. Two, you need to take inventory of your life. Three, don't corrupt your character and only take the necessary action steps that will align with your assignment. Four, you stay committed to the process. And then five, don't rely on your own strength. When you understand your assignment, you reinvent yourself by having a place of peace, right? You have peace when you understand your assignment, because now you know that you're being led in a place of where God wants you to be. It will lead you to those new things that you will need to focus your energy and effort on when you understand your assignment. You will have peace, even though it's unfamiliar, even though it's uncomfortable. You will have peace in the midst of that because you understand what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You will get clarity to move in the right places and to make the right decisions concerning, your life, your time, your resources, and everything will be done in a manner of wisdom, right? When you understand your assignment, you will not have a problem with reinventing yourself, because God, when you know your assignment, he definitely does push you into new things. He pushes you into new things, new places, and new territories when you understand your assignment, right? It is new, but that is new and it's uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that I am going to fail at it because it's new. That doesn't mean that it's going to be easy because it's uncomfortable. But when you're uncomfortable, that gives you all the more reason to grow. Thank you for tuning in. Tap the screen, y'all. Give me some love over here on TikTok. When you're uncomfortable, that gives you room to grow. That gives you room to move about. You experience new things. You continue to expand your reach, your horizon when you are experiencing that new thing. When you are reinventing yourself, right? And when you're trying to reinvent yourself, you have to take inventory, because you got to figure out what's causing you not to want to reinvent yourself. What's causing you to want to be stuck in the same situation? Who do I need to let go? What do I need to change in my environment? Do I need to go into a new career? What old mindset am I stuck in? What old habits do I die? Take inventory of your life and you will understand the growing in order for you to start moving into the new. We are in a new season, a new time. God is doing something so miraculously and he is doing such a new thing. We will miss it if we reject the new thing that is being put in front of us. What's being put in front of you right now that's new, that you've never done, you've never touched, You've never read anything about it. You've never experienced it before. What is being placed in front of you that is new? That you say, oh, I can't step into that. I've never done that before. So I'm going to stick to what I know. Sometimes sticking to what you know keeps you in bondage. Sticking to what you know keeps you locked up in that lack and in that struggle. Sticking to what you know sometimes gets you stuck in the place of do nothing. So we want to be in a place where we're not sticking to what we know. We want to get into the place where whatever is presenting itself in front of us that's new, that God has presented to us, we want to be able to walk in that thing. We want to be able to take it up and grab it and go forth in it. Right? Now, another way that I said you want to reinvent yourself is do not corrupt your character and only take actions toward things that align with your assignment. When you don't corrupt your character, hey Renee, your character gives you longevity in a spot. Your character helps you build trust and helps you build respect with the people that is around you. When your character represents integrity and honesty and loyalty, people don't have to question you. That is what's going to make you outlast anything, your character. So you want to make sure you're not making any decisions that's going to jeopardize or corrupt your character. Because then people not going to want to work with you. People not going to want to lend a helping hand. So you got to make sure your character is not corrupted and make sure that you are making the steps that aligns with your purpose and your assignment. Because if you're only taking actions that aligns with your assignment, it's going to get you there a whole lot quicker. It is going to get you to that destination, that end goal, a whole lot quicker than you just doing stuff that just satisfy your flesh. If you're just making decisions just to make you feel good and not that's going to make you accomplish what you were set out to do, then it's going to take you a while to get there. But if you only take the steps that aligns with your assignment, it's going to get you there a whole lot quicker, a whole lot faster, right? Now, when you stay committed to the process of reinventing yourself, you will become resilient. You will have an open mind. You become adaptable. You are allowed to see in yourself that, okay, I can adapt to change. Some of us are very stubborn. We don't want to change. We just want to keep doing what we've been doing. And that's not going to get us a different result. If we continue to do what we've been doing, we're going to continue to get what we've been getting. Right? So we got to continue to reinvent ourselves, adapt to change so that we can get a different outcome. The more you stay stuck in your ways, the more you stay stuck in poverty, the more you stay stuck in that stronghold, old things go. Yes, some people are scared of change. Change is inevitable. It has to happen. We were put here to evolve, not stay the same. I need to be able to grow mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. I want to grow on all levels. I don't want to stay in the same spot. We have to continue learning every day. We have to continue growing every single day. Because that's what keeps our mindset focused on moving ahead, moving and planning for the future. When you're not growing, it's like you living in the past. We can't live in the past. You can't be fruitful in the past. The past has already happened. You have to begin to reinvent yourself. What new things do you like? What is it? Because when we go through things in life, it changes us. Everything that we go through in life, it changes us. It changes our likes, our dislikes. It changes how we look at things. It changes our mindset. It changes all of that. So you begin to grow out of those things. And now you got to reinvent yourself to see what I like now. What is it that I want to do? Right? So stay committed to the process. It teaches you to let go of limiting beliefs and embrace changes and embrace challenges with confidence. So stay committed to the process. You do not want to start, give up, stop when you started something new because it's scary. It is scary when you start something new because we've never done it before. That's the natural feeling that we have. But you can't fall into that. You got to let it go. Yes, we need to grow. We have to grow. How are you supposed to lead or raise your family or be a successful business person if you're not learning to grow, if you're not reinventing the wheel, if you're not reinventing your business, your marketing, how you're going about doing things when you're trying to attract new customers or new people into your life? You got to reinvent the wheel sometimes. You can't do the same old business schemes and tricks and you want to reach a broader audience. You got to do something different. You got to reinvent yourself. It is so important to reinvent yourself. It unlocks something on the inside of you. Right? Reinventing yourself can be very challenging and it can also be rewarding. The process can be challenging, but it can also be rewarding. But it is essential for us to evolve and prosper. We cannot prosper if we're not moving forward into unknown territories, if we're not moving forward into unknown communities or whatever businesses, like whatever it is that you're aspiring and putting your hands to. We cannot grow. We cannot prosper. We cannot be fruitful by doing the same things. Let the old pass away and embrace the new. God is doing a new thing. Can you not perceive it? Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. Let the old things pass away. Step out on faith and trust the process. That's right. You got to trust the process. He's not going to let you fail. You might stumble along the way, but you're not going to fail. Right? And then the last and final thing is, don't rely on your own strength. When you are trying something new, when you are reinventing yourself, don't rely on your own strength. That's the fastest way for you to give up on you. That's the fastest way for you to quit. Relying on your own strength. When you rely on God, you open up yourself to a power that you've never experienced before. You open up yourself for obstacles to be moved out of your way. You open up yourself for the way to be already made even before you start the journey. When you rely on God's strength, you open up a whole nother level of power. Don't rely on your own strength because you will give up. God will give you the support that you need. Even when it don't feel good, you will have the strength of the Lord. Even when it doesn't feel good, He will give you that extra oomph that you need, that extra push to get you into continuing out the journey, continuing out the assignment, right? Don't give in relying on your own strength. You can't do it in your own strength. You got to rely on God. God's strength will bring you blessings and abundance that we can't even imagine. We can't even fathom with our own mind. God's strength will bring you blessings, protection, and abundance that we can't fathom with our own mind. right? So when you're doing these things, reinventing yourself, you gotta have God with you, because you rely on your own strength, you're gonna quit. You're not gonna hold up your end of the bargain, because it's gonna get tough. Because the enemy don't want you to walk into the new. The enemy is going to bring so many tricks and schemes to try to stop you, because when you walk in the new, them blessings are going to start to flow. He don't want you to enjoy your blessings. He don't want you to walk into that. So you have to be in a place where you have God on your side, so that you can use his strength, so that you can endure to the end. Right? So that's what I had for y'all tonight. Why it is so important to reinvent yourself and let the old things pass away. If you don't remember anything that I said, remember this. The old has to pass away in order for you to step into the new, in order for you to prosper, and in order for you to gain the momentum to carry out your assignment. Reinventing yourself, it can be challenging, but it's very rewarding. Stick and stay committed to the process of reinventing yourself and rely on God's strength. Right? And I wanted to show you guys my shirts. You know how at the end of my video, I'm always saying spread love, seek light, and fight tomorrow. This is a pink one. I have the spread love, seek light, and mind your blessings also in white. So these will be on my website tomorrow, queenscomewithfavor.com. That's queenscomewithfavor.com. Or you can check the link in my bio. That's where my website is listed. But I have a few other t-shirts as well. This is the Spread Love, Seek Light, and Mind Your Blessings brand. And then I also have a Trust in God. I can show y'all one of them. This one's yellow. It's so pretty. Trust in God. This is what it looks like. It's yellow and black. This color is so fire. I'm telling you, this color is nice. I have these, and the Trust in God is in white, it's in yellow, and it's also in red. I have a red one up here as well. If you want to see the, I just knocked my can over. If you want to see the red one, and these will be, like I said, on the website tomorrow. This one is my favorite, Trust in God. They will be on the website tomorrow. So if you are interested, I have a lighter purple coming in the Queens Come with Favor. That one will be on there tomorrow. So it's 3 new designs that I have on my website for the t-shirts. They're $25. You can go on there and purchase them. This one is my favorite because it's my saying. It's what I try to live by. Spread love, seek light, and mind your blessings. In every situation and everywhere we face, how much darkness is surrounded us, always seek the light to come out on the other side. And mind the blessings that God have already given you business, right? So this is the saying that I always say that I want to live by. And I thought it was so fitting to make a shirt. It's so cute, y'all. It's very comfortable. Yeah, and it's a purpose. Like today, you want to wear stuff where it can cover you. Like you want to be inspired in the world. You want to wear stuff that kind of portray you as, an inspirational person, somebody who can give some encouragement to somebody. Like you never know, just by somebody walking up to you and reading your shirt or what you have on, that can give them a word of encouragement and can give them some inspiration and motivation to carry on throughout their day. So that's all I have. Again, the shirts will be listed on my website tomorrow by 12 noon. So you will be able to go on there and purchase those. And I'm still on my 40 days of fasting from all of my social media sites. So if you have any questions, you can email me. at queenscomewithfavor@gmail.com. You can send me an email if you have any questions on anything. But that's all I have. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. And like I always say, spread love, seek light, and mind your blessings. And until next time, bye.